yeah, the cream of the crop, the Intercontinental Champion.
We don't have any ropes for me.
No, we don't.
There are no ropes for me.
Anyway, guys, you might be wondering why we look like douchebags. For those of you not listening on all the different podcast platforms without video, it's
because we're douchebags.
We are douchebags, but we have these new shirts ready for Black Friday. We got the Macho Man in 4 different color varieties. And, of course, we got the Ultimate Warrior. Really excited about Black Friday, Matt.
I am pumped.
Oh, my God.
I'm so excited.
So we went to, so my daughter had soccer tournaments and soccer games, not tournaments, but they were league games for ECNL, which is basically overpriced bullshit. And, you know, it's for the best, but it's like, the best kids have to make $300,000 a year to afford soccer. So anyway, so there's no poor kids in ECNL. So obviously there's no great athletes in the inner cities. That's what I came from. But so anyway, so we went to HQ and we knocked out a bunch of different commercials for Black Friday.
So many. The
Black Friday deals we have coming to Tiger Fitness will blow your fucking mind. It's stupid good. The amount we literally the Tuesday after Cyber Monday last year, we started planning, we started ordering, and we put together a game plan of how we would improve the Black Friday. And by golly gee whiz, we fucking did it. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, Black Friday on Tiger Fitness starts Thursday night. We usually launch at around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard the Thursday night before Black Friday. That's our soft launch. And I'm letting you get, everybody else will think it's midnight. That's when the email goes out.
Yeah.
But we soft launch it and go because it's while supplies last. And judging by last year and our growth this year, it's going to go quick. So if you want all the cool extra stuff we have, then go ahead and go. But anyway, the questions being posted on YouTube, we will get to them. We promise.
Yes.
Sort of. We promise.
We've got a lot of topics to cover today.
But we are going to go over some topics, and we appreciate you guys following along with us. We do these on multiple platforms. So right now we're on YouTube Live. The voice is going to suck because our mics are not hooked up to that. They're hooked up to our podcasting platform. Yeah. So our YouTube Live, the quality is going to be bad. If you want to watch it back with perfect quality, you're going to go on youtube.com/GainzCast. That's youtube.com/GainzCast.
And if you just want to listen, you don't really care about the video, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all that good stuff.
Although we look fucking great in these shirts, so you might as well watch the video.
Yeah. I get a lot of comments on my pink hat. You know what? It matches today, bro.
Yeah. You know what? It actually does. We have a bunch, in fact, might even have some new hats dropping on Black Friday that might be free. That might be free. This guy just, I have to read this. Do you take protein tablets? They're called chicken breasts. Oh man, let me raise.
In Mexico, they're called chiclets.
I'm way too tall for you here, Matt. I got to raise there. There we go. I mean, my height. I think I grew taller.
This works better for me.
So yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, I appreciate you being nice. So anyway, I wanted to start out with a topic because I posted this on Twitter and people got mad, big mad. Cernovic shared it. Which got a lot of his creepy followers talking about me. And Cernovic, as you know, is a good friend of mine. I put that I'm done voting. Like, I don't trust the election system. And I was always told when I was a kid, your vote doesn't matter due to gerrymandering and stuff. And I know they're not saying there's any widespread fraud, but to say that and it's not enough to affect the election, but nobody can say that there wasn't some wonky bullshit going on during this election. I'm not even talking about the drops. Talk about how come every time they find something wrong, it's for one guy and against the other. And how come you have these different issues that are just affecting one and not the other? Like the vote drops, okay, I understand the absentee ballots are collected and this and that, but how can you not see something wrong with what just happened, whether it would affect the election or not? Because a lot of people fucking hated Trump. Like, yeah. I think he might, and they're like, well, he got more votes than anybody, and Biden got more votes than him. And I think that might be believable because people really fucking hated the guy.
I mean, it was also a record voter turnout in any category, despite people believing in a pandemic. But yeah, so
I honestly, I just don't think my vote matters anymore. I think that
oh shit, you got the new shaker.
Oh yeah, this is the new shit. This is coming out for Black Friday too. This is
yeah. I only brought it up because that camera can see it. And,
yeah, here it is. Yeah. So anyway, I just 100% convinced that this was the most fraudulent election of all time. And whether it was enough to decide the election is regardless of the point. The fact of the matter is I'm one guy. And my vote doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter. And you saw so much dirty shit going on in this election. So many weird things, so many weird calls, so many weird vote drops. It's just, how can you think that this was a fair election? Like, let's call it like it is. Like, I am all for people saying that, and by the way, for people saying there's no evidence, there's hundreds of sworn affidavits. Affidavits are evidence. They are evidence in court. So for those saying there are no evidence, you are incorrect. There's a ton of evidence. And also the court cases haven't been completely settled. So we haven't been presented with all the evidence. So to presume there's no evidence, my theory is, shut me up. Let's do all the tests. Let's see who won fair and square. And let's not fight the system. Let's let the legal process play out.
I am so over this election. I don't give a fuck who wins.
I honestly don't care. I'm over the election. I'm over all that. I'm like,
I just done with this.
But I'm at the point now where I just don't even want to, I don't even want to fuck with it. You know, I just don't even care about voting. Like I was so the year 2015 was probably it was my best year before 2019. Phenomenal year. I loved that year. I couldn't fucking tell you who the fucking Secretary of State was. I couldn't fucking tell you who the Speaker of the House was. And guess what? I was fucking happy. I didn't give a fuck. I went to work. Oh, taxes increased a little. Fuck it. Gonna have to work harder. I had no idea what was going on. I knew Obama was in office, and I knew that we had to pay extra on health insurance for our company. But I didn't care. When I started my career at Weider in 1999, who the fuck was even in office? Like you had Clinton, you had Bush,
Clinton.
Yeah, it was Clinton, and then Bush came in, and then you had 9/11. Like, I heard all these bad things about Bush, and that's when I would ride to work. I lived in LA, and I'd listen to Larry Elder, who I still like a lot. Larry Elder's great. And I'd listen to Rush Limbaugh, and he was so fucking mad all the fucking time. Like he was mad. These liberals are evil. And I never experienced any of that personally. I lived in fucking LA, and I never once had a liberal come up and yell at me in person. I just traveled to Boston. No liberals yell at me. You take away the masks, nobody's yelling at each other. Like the only reason people are yelling at each other is because they're disagreeing over fucking masks and lockdowns now. But at the end of the day, nobody really fucking cared. And that was a great way to live. Like if you go on Twitter, you can't help but get your blood boiling because of how fucking rude I literally said, you know what? I'm just tired of it. I don't think, in my observation of this election, there was some fucked up shit going on. I'm not going to go into specifics, but let's be honest here. There was some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And people get mad. Oh, fuck you then. You're just mad because your guy lost. How many fucking times do I have to say I voted for who I thought would do a better job? But I don't think that that's going to, it might affect my life a little bit. At the end of the day, my kids are still going to go to school. I'm going to still work my ass off. My companies will be there in 4 years. And no, we're not going to fucking turn into Venezuela. The Republicans are sounding just as fucking insane as the fucking left right now. You guys are fucking out of your mind.
Honestly, I would rather live in a world where neither of them won. Like, just throw away this election. It's a fucking Kanye.
Kanye, dude, can we just fucking scrap it all and just fucking elect Kanye? Like, what the fuck? Why can't we elect Ye? Like, dude, I've seen his wife take a money shot on her chest. That's the guy I wanted. But then again, Melania's, she had her little pornography going on. What the fuck is this world? At least Jill, we don't want to see that shit. But
hey, even Joe Biden's family got some porn going on.
Yeah, foot job. It's been one podcast since we left it out.
Oh, we had the whole weekend to get over that.
Here's the thing, guys. Like, I'm fucking tired of this bullshit because you're all fucking crazy. The right and the left is fucking crazy. Oh, the left. Oh, well, Trump's a fascist. You guys need to look up fascist. You don't vote for fascists. They just fucking tell you what's going to happen, right? Like, he's not a fascist, okay? Oh, Trump's a fascist. Oh, he's going to throw the gay people in fucking reassignment camps. What the fuck did you get that for? None of this shit happened. Oh, and here's my favorite. We just talked about this today. Everybody's like, Well, there was a cop cops who impressed Hilton, my brother-in-law. You know, he's married. His sister is married to Katie's brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Barbie.
You got that.
So again, man, like Perez posted some shit like these cops arresting this guy allegedly for fucking breaking curfew in LA. Here's what I have. Why did they arrest the guy filming? Like, that guy must have done some shit. He had a warrant out for his arrest. That's what I'm thinking. Cops just don't go on the street and fucking knee in your back because you're breaking curfew.
Don't tell BLM that.
Well, BLM's a great organization. Yeah. Everybody's gone nuts, and now Republicans. Oh, if Biden wins, what? The same thing you said when Obama won. The same thing they said when fucking Wilson won. Same thing they said when Carter won. Look, Carter fucked up the country pretty good, but we're still fucking here. And in 2024, I predict America likes change. We went from Bush, and then we had Obama, and then we had fucking Trump, and now we have Biden. Do you notice what happens? We go from left to right to left to right to left to right. And if you look at the history of presidents in the United States, we've been doing that shit since like 1800. It's what we do. We get one guy, we're like, that's not going to fucking work. Let's go with the other guy. Then the other guy wins, that's not going to fucking work. Let's go with the other guy. So you constantly have people coming in and thinking that this is the end of the world. And guess what? It's fucking not. It's not. Obama hated guns too. Clinton wasn't the biggest fan of guns. Bush was a crooked ass motherfucker. And Trump, I mean, obviously some people really fucking hate him. You know, so it is what it is. Calm the fuck down. But at the end of the day, man, I'm sick. I'm so tired of this bullshit that I don't even want involved in the political sphere because everybody's so fucking polarized and so fucking over the top. See, there's a new world order coming. Why now? Why didn't they do that shit back in fucking 1970? I mean, okay, this is it. This is the turning point. Bill Gates and social media. So you're telling me a guy, Zuckerberg, who started a college app for people to fucking talk to each other in college, had this grand scheme that he's going to rule the fucking technocracy and he's going to take over the world with Bill Gates.
I've seen two people comment this, so I just need to call it out now.
Please.
People saying Trump was the best president in our lifetime. Let's make one thing clear. Trump didn't do dick. He was the most useless president of our lifetime. Was he the most active publicly in our lifetime? Yes, but he was also the most useless, didn't do shit president of our lifetime. Probably ever, actually, when you look at it.
There's a lot of things he did.
Yeah, but tweeting Law and Order is at the top of that list.
He talked more than he acted. I think we could agree. I think Trump did some shit. Well, Obama, same thing. We had Obamacare. And that was, but the thing is, what happened to it? It was defunded by executive orders.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they took out the mandate. It was a big thing. But it's absolutely insane. You know what we don't hear about now? The kids in the cages, this and that. People get so riled up over issues, and then we move on to the next issue, and then that issue doesn't exist.
We're just waiting for the next issue to pop up.
And you guys fall for that shit every fucking time. And I tweeted this yesterday, man.
It's funny, though, because we, outside of this podcast, I don't get heated about politics at all.
No, we don't. We joke about it. We laugh a lot.
It's just reading the comments over here and seeing people
are just so mad. Big mad.
They're so mad. And they're like, you would be crying if Trump or whatever bullshit. It's like, we're not crying. We don't give a fuck.
No.
I think we can both say we're both so sick of this election.
I'm over it. I'm just again, focus on your local elections. Like, if you don't like your lockdown state, move to a state that doesn't have lockdowns. You know, it's like we didn't like Illinois because it was bullshit. So we moved to Tennessee and we're loving life. Like, we don't have the bullshit y'all got in those other states.
I make more money directly due to Trump's tax cuts. So yes, he did.
So basically, because you're better, everybody else is better. See, that's just an isolated point of view. And I think that is fine. And that's why people vote, because they're doing well. You know, people who were doing really well probably like Trump. People who were not doing well probably didn't like him. Same with Obama. People who were affected negatively by Obamacare probably didn't like the mandate, right? Yeah. People who did well with Obamacare, who saved them money, they probably loved it. But you know what? Our votes don't fucking matter because they can fucking rig it. They can, and they do and they will. And it's been going on, and it goes on. And mail-in voting, you can't tell me that shit's secure. You can't tell me that shit's you can't fuck it up. My wife, we haven't lived in North Carolina in fucking 10 years. My wife got a ballot from fucking North Carolina. The fuck is that? She could have voted in fucking North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's all fucking ridiculous. And the thing is about Trump, here's the deal, man. Trump's not a politician. Segue number one. We're doing a segue contest.
Was it smooth? Is it smooth if you call yourself out on it?
Well, I had to, or else you're not going to know. Okay, Americans love politicians. Here's what I was saying earlier, man. I was literally, my roommate in college ended up working on Capitol Hill, so we got the tour. It was when we just had Cammie. Thomas was a little baby, and we visited DC, and my roommate Brett gave us the gangster tour. Not like the fucked up little like group tour. I'm talking like we were just walking around the halls.
Yeah.
We had to get clearance and everything. And dude, like these congressmen and senators, bro, their offices are fucking like as close as me and Matt sit every day. Like you would see them just out there, Republicans, Democrats, who were just talking shit on Twitter or wherever. We didn't have Twitter back then, but dude, they're friends.
They're all actors.
It's all an act, bro. Like they're all friends. They're all bros. Like this is all political theater. And you guys fall
like
for it
there's
every
a
time.
reason you see pictures and everything of like Trump at parties with the Clintons because they're fucking friends.
They're still friends.
They're still friends.
They're still friends.
Crooked Hillary's going to jail. Trump had zero intention of sending Hillary to jail.
By the way, is Hillary in jail right now?
No.
Trump was the fucking president. Like he could have done something. He did nothing. Oh, the FBI director's crooked. Oh, who hired him?
Trump.
Trump did. Well, but Trump's God to these people. He's fucking God. Trump is God.
It's weird worshiping a fat man with a comb over.
Hey, one day that might be me, so shut your mouth. I turned 40 on fucking Sunday, man. My partner Chad got me adult diapers for my birthday.
That was so funny.
It was fucking great. It was one of my best birthdays ever. I spent it with my daughter and with Chad's kids and Matt, and it was great and it was amazing. And you know, I missed my family at the same time, but it was really cool because I don't see Chad enough. So I'm glad we can share in. And he's older than me, so it felt good to kind of join the club of old guys.
And there's a picture of Marc eating cake now.
Yeah, and with Chad, he's like Sasquatch. You don't see him often. But so here's the problem with Trump. He's not a fucking politician. I remember when I was first voting, you know, I wish politicians would stop playing politics and just tell us exactly what they feel. Trump did that. Trump did exactly that. Trump did not fit in. The Republicans and the Democrats both hated him. That's why you see Paul Ryan and other establishment GOP, which by the way is the grand old pussy party. They're a bunch of fucking pussies. The GOP is a bunch of fucking cucks. And here's the deal. So Trump didn't fit in. Period. He didn't fit in. Neither party wanted him. And that is why they went hard on him on both sides. Period. Not because of anything. His policies were probably pretty on point, but he didn't play that game. He wasn't a part of the club. And that was the problem with Trump. He wasn't a politician. And as much as we say we don't want politicians, we do. You guys keep voting in fucking Pelosi, who's a fucking swamp creature, Maxine Waters, fucking McConnell won by a landslide. That guy's a douche. I mean, we had Boehner forever, Paul Ryan. These guys are fucking not good people. But Americans love being lied to. We love politicians. Trump was absolutely what we've been asking for. Just a fucking dude who would talk shit. And he talked shit. He would say things I would watch and be like, this is fucking great. But you know what? Look at the comments here, man. He's so polarizing. People are coming at us because we're anti-Trump. This guy's coming at us because we're not hard enough on Trump. I mean, so that's the problem. And this guy's saying people don't like him or Pelosi or McConnell. You're full of shit. They vote. If McConnell didn't just win, It wasn't even contested, dude. Like the shit was called before they even tallied. Like he won like 10 out of 10. They're like, fuck it. It's his. It was like calling Tennessee for Trump. They called it before they even counted votes. But you know, it is what it is. Trump isn't a politician. Americans love politicians. We love the drama. We love being lied to. And all of us know deep in our hearts. And if you don't, you're not paying attention. The Republicans and the Democrats are the same fucking party. In fact, they go to the same parties. That's how much the same party they are.
It's like a giant swingers club.
So what are we voting for? So, I mean, what are we voting for? And if they don't like the person. And there is proof of fraud in this election. There is not proof, but there's evidence. There's sworn affidavits. There is evidence of fraud. But it's not enough. Like, what evidence do you want to see? Like, what more? Hundreds of sworn affidavits. Hundreds of them. Don't give me there's no evidence. There might not be enough evidence to overturn. Don't tell me there's no proof of fraud. There's evidence of fraud. Proof comes in the court of law. And we're not the court. We're just two idiots with a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an idiot. You could, whatever you identify as today, Matt.
My art degree is riding me high right now.
Yeah, that fucking sculpting degree. I mean... But, you know, it is what it is, man. It just, I don't know, man.
Sworn affidavit is not evidence. It is.
It actually is evidence, 100%. Look it up.
It holds up in court.
It's a sworn affidavit is how you get testimony. And usually if you have a witness testimony, a sworn affidavit is how they admit it into court. So
if you lie on that, that's perjury and you get put in prison.
And you might say, well, where's your law degree? I would like you to know we're both Jewish. And between the two of us, we've had 3 circumcisions.
Do the math.
Figure that one out. See, if we were really mad. No, sworn affidavit is evidence, Grim Saga. It is. I mean, you're just blinded by your love for the Democrat Party and your hate for Trump, and that's cool. Yeah. We don't care.
Heresy is not evidence. Yeah, no, that's why if it's a lie, it's called perjury, and the person goes to prison. Like there's levels to this shit, and you just seem to be a dumbass commenting on YouTube, making shit up.
Okay, enough, Matt, alienating our base. Come on, man. We're trying to get them to shop at our Black Friday sale. Damn it. Okay. All right. So this is gonna
make a segue out of that.
Let's talk about how stupid shit is right now. So I did a Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Marc Lobliner, and it was about viral replication. Now let's move on to COVID. Okay. COVID is fucked up. People are dying. It's a real virus. Anyone who says it's just the flu, I don't think you're correct.
I think the flu's worse.
Well, for us, for our population, you're probably right.
Yeah.
So what we're not paying attention to is the fact that every time we go outside, we take a risk. Every time we go in a car and drive 70 miles an hour on a highway, which I did with my daughter for probably 700, 800 miles this week, it's a huge risk. You're driving a steel vessel, 70. If we wanted to really save lives, we'd lower the speed limit to 20. We wouldn't go anywhere very fast, but we'd be a lot safer because hitting something at 20 is a lot easier and a lot better survival rate than hitting someone at 70.
Yeah.
So my main issue with what's going on with the pandemic, obviously I'm very anti-lockdown, is that we're not addressing ways to make people healthier. And the number one way to make people healthier, in my opinion, that takes no work, is to take antiviral supplements that prevent viral replication. Now, 85% of people in New York who were hospitalized during the main height of the pandemic in New York were vitamin D deficient. 85%. So right there,
well, that's because in New York, everyone's inside all the time. Yeah. Like no one wants to be on the street in New York City. Like I'm going to use the city as our subject here because that was the hotbed. You know,
you're right.
That's where it went down.
And cloudy.
It's cold and cloudy and it's grim. And in the winter, people are, the only reason they're going outside is to get from point A to point B. They're not out there for recreation. And most of the time they're hopping in a taxi or an Uber where, you know, they're running underground to the subway where there's no vitamin D, there's no sunlight. So this is why people in New York City are vitamin D deficient.
Yeah, so vitamin D is one. So you got so you're going to get viruses. They're around us all the time. They're floating in the air. So the thing is, we're all going to get COVID. Whether we lock down or not, when we come out, it's still going to fucking be here. So the key is to prevent viral replication. Now, there are antivirals that are very, very studied, researched, and indicate tremendous promise. Vitamin C, I like 2,000 milligrams a day. Quercetin, EGCG, or if you're in a high-risk group, HCQ, hydroxychloroquine. Yes, I said it. What those act as is an ionophore. So when you take it with something like zinc, can permeate the cell membrane and get to work preventing viral replication. Other things, for example, whey protein. Yes, whey protein is a huge factor in increasing your glutathione or your GSR. Will Brink did a wonderful article on that. Yet instead of talking about how we can prevent viral replication and keep the virus at bay, we're all going to get it. The key is, can we survive it? And you just had the chief marketing officer of Moderna say that the vaccine will not prevent COVID. It will prevent you from dying from it, which is the opposite of what a vaccine should do and makes no sense. That is the antithesis of vaccine.
Looks like if you want to do anything like get on an airplane, you may have to get a poke in the arm. BS. Government not making you, the companies are. Bastards.
Exactly.
You know what? But I respect that more than a government mandate saying everyone needs to get a vaccine. That's the company's right to make that choice. Yeah. Like the whole no shirt, no shoes, no service example that you've brought up.
Yeah, you're looking at putting something systemically in your body that is pretty decently unproven.
It's a far more extreme version of that. It's very extreme.
So would that open the door for competitors to come out, like you have Parler versus Twitter, and give you an alternative? So back to the viral replication. My thing is, why hasn't Fauci said anything about taking these vitamins? And I'm not saying there's some New World Order conspiracy. I'm not saying that it's this great reset or whatever the fuck they're calling it. I'm not saying he's trying to kill us, but why is he not stating this when it's the easiest thing? And we did the math for the bare minimum for vitamin C, quercetin vitamin C 2 grams a day, quercetin at 400 milligrams a day, vitamin D at, let's say 5,000 IU, let's say 2,500 to 5,000 IU a day. For those three things, and zinc, I take ZMA, you get zinc really cheap. At about, let's say between 20 and 40 milligrams a day would be fine, right? If you take those things, it will greatly improve your chances. And I don't have any data on COVID and those supplements, but knowing what I know about viral replication, those will increase your chances of surviving a viral, not just COVID, but any viral attack on your body. And it costs between $20 and $30 a month. That's less than $1 a day. And I don't understand why we're not talking about this. And another thing is we need to stop being so fucking fat. That's the problem. You look at people who are dying from this. I have a good friend, a female nurse in Pennsylvania, and she was in the ICUs in the COVID ward, March, April, May. Like, she saw it all. And I remember we DM'd, I was in a hotel one night, we were DMing, and she was just stressed. She's like, I'm tired of seeing people dying. And I'm like, this is terrible. This is sad. And she goes, and I go, well, what are they? What's their? She's like, they're most of them, all of them are fat. All of them have a huge comorbidity of obesity, and that is telling. I'm not fat shaming anybody, but I am saying a fact. The fact is that being fat makes you more likely to fucking die.
Yeah.
Period. The end. There's no argument. There is beyond reasonable doubt of proof that being fat makes you die.
I mean, that's why heart disease and diabetes are listed as comorbidities that are harmful, elevate the risk factor with COVID. And those are tied greatly to obesity.
So what I would recommend is, number one, this takes no work. You just have to swallow pills. Okay? The prophylactics I talked about, vitamin C, quercetin, zinc, or EGCG or HCQ would require a prescription, but And I wouldn't even fuck with HCQ. I don't think you need to. Maybe your doctor has different things, but like, you know, some people think it really works. Zev Zelenoff, who's the doctor who treated thousands of patients, who uses the HCQ.
Yeah, the dude in New York, right?
And zinc, and zinc. Those are things I'd look into taking. And if you can, NAC, which is great for GSR. And if you don't want NAC, just take a couple scoops of whey and then increase your glutathione. Now, you'll still get COVID probably. All of us will fucking get it. But that's the difference between sniffles and a fucking respirator. So that's your call. Okay? I just want y'all to be healthy. Look, guys, 2 girls I coached, young girls, 15 years old. I coached them when they were 13 and 14. Okay? Amazing kids. Like, my daughter still talks to them. Both of them overdosed on different drugs because of the pandemic, directly caused by the pandemic. These girls are athletes, dude. They're not drug addicts. They're not stoners. They're not baseheads or whatever we call them nowadays. These are fucking athletes. They took away their sports. They took away their friends. And they get addicted to drugs and they overdose and almost fucking die. This girl has long-term effects.
The solution can't be worse than, or what is it? Yeah, it can't be worse than the cause.
The cure can't be worse than the disease.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a Trumpism. I think he's the one who said, I'm sure he didn't fucking make it up. But that's my problem. That's my problem. Is that everybody's one-dimensional. Well, we listen to the experts. Why don't we listen to the fucking economists? Economists know cool things. Like, hey, if we have a recession, how many people fucking die? Because guess what? There is data during the Great Depression on how many people die because of depression or recession. We have that data. Don't just listen to that little dick Fauci. I fucking hate that guy. Why don't we listen to him and listen to some other of his homies who are experts in different correlating fields? That is what I'm asking. And what I'm asking you to do.
That's what happens when you put the spotlight on one person for this entire fucking thing.
And he's probably a nice guy. He's just not the smartest. Like, he's like 90 years old. Like, he's fucking old. He's like Joe Biden. He's had his better days. I think Joe Biden's in his better days. He's no longer calling black people the N-word. He's made a step in the right direction.
He doesn't remember what the N-word is.
No, he's like, noodles? So here's what I ask you guys. I want you to take care of yourself. Take care of your family. I don't care if you buy these supplements from Amazon, TigerFitness, or fucking CVS Pharmacy. Get them. Take them. Okay? Consult with your doctor first. Don't sue me. Number 2, exercise. Get outside. Get off of your fat ass and do something you love to do. Whether it's riding a bike, going on a walk, lifting weights. I don't give a shit if you do burpees in your house. Get some bands. I don't care. If your gym's closed, get the fuck off your ass and exercise. You might not look pretty, but at least you won't die. Number 3, eat healthy. Control your weight. Eat nutrient-dense foods. There you go.
Speaking of food.
Food!
What happened in Kentucky this weekend, bro?
Hold on, let me see if I get it. Yes. He won. Yes. You can't beat that one. That was good. All right, so check it out. So we were driving up to Cincinnati on the way on Friday night. We stopped at Chipotle. And they're like, okay, the dining room's only open. Dining room's only open until 5 p.m. I'm like, why? COVID restrictions. I'm like, that's retarded. So, long story short, we're driving home on Monday. We're driving. So we get done. We had a game.
Well, hold on. Initially, I was supposed to meet you guys in Louisville.
Yeah.
To drive up there. And then I went full potato and forgot about time zones and mistimed everything. So they're like, okay, we have an hour to kill. Marc and Cam, they called me. They're like, we'll just go in Starbucks and wait for you.
Nowhere to go.
They couldn't. Because sometime between Friday and Saturday afternoon, they decided to fully close indoor dining in the state of Kentucky.
They closed it down. So we drove up Friday, and we had a game in Cincinnati on Saturday. So we ate there on Friday. Saturday, we're in Cincinnati. Everything's open. So she has a game Saturday. We drove down. She had a game on Sunday in Louisville, right? So we had the game. And I'm like, well, let's go get
Saturday.
Sunday. Yeah. So Sunday she had a game. So then we're like, okay, well, let's go get something to eat. And guess what? We had to wait till we got across the border to Cincinnati, 5 minutes over the border to go eat because no restaurants were open in Kentucky anymore. why are they closing restaurants? And none of it makes sense. And then the poor waitress, she literally worked at the one in Kentucky. She's like, they keep making it so I can't pay my bills. She's like, I got a kid to feed and they keep shutting down my restaurant. She had to drive from Kentucky to Cincinnati, which granted isn't that far of a drive. And luckily the other First Watch gave her some hours where she was able to get some money. But how many people, and they're not helping people. Like, where's the fucking, if you're going to shut shit down, I want a stimulus check the next fucking day. Yeah. This is bullshit. Like, this absolute bullshit. And why restaurants? Yeah, you go into, dude, like I went into a Kroger the night before. It was fucking bouncing, packed.
Yeah.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's happening all over the place with them closing gyms in New York and everything. You know, Jason just let us know that his gym's being closed down.
Yeah.
But, you know, you take away restaurants and gyms. Like, what else?
I have nothing to do.
Personally, yeah, that's the only two places I go.
It's actually, it's insane. And the fact that you can literally cross a state line and everything changes. And I understand federalism, but isn't it fucking weird how some states are like so different? Like, we go to Tennessee and it's like life's normal. And then we travel outside. We're like, whoa, y'all don't have any freedom. This is crazy.
I know. It was weird.
Dude, Ohio's fucking weird. And it's dreary and dark and it sucks.
Ohio's weird. Kentucky's weird. Went into Qdoba, got my bowl. I had to eat in my car.
Yeah.
I had to eat in my car.
I'm not a car eater.
I can do it, especially when they gave me triple meat for the price of one.
Well, that's good. I'll do anything for that. Triple meat. I'll take in the triple meat.
Yeah. Well, you know, speaking of eating out. I told you I'd hit him with it.
Shit.
I told him I'd hit him with it.
Okay. One thing we were talking about. So my wife went to a doctor today, and you know, and I was just telling Matt, I'm like, dude, you know, she has to go and they got to do their like checkups, I guess, and I don't know if she's getting this one done, but they check the vagina. They put you in these stirrups and they go in there. And
that eat out reference just made a lot more sense.
Yeah, and they use a turkey baster or something, and they fucking maneuver around and figure out if you have any like stuff in there. And you know, we were talking about this at HQ, which is what we talk about at our office, and
we ride scooters and talk about vaginas.
I mean, what was God thinking when he designed the vagina? Has anybody thought about how weird the vagina is? Like, so you can literally, like, there's only like this thin, it's like a fucking paper thin, like, membrane that divides the anus and the vagina, and it can break, and then it just becomes one super hole. That's weird. Why? And why is it so close to the butthole? Why couldn't, like, men have a taint, which divides the two holes, which is a great design because we don't get poop on our balls. Women, it's not the case. There's cross-contamination going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, there's going to be poop in there. It's too close for there not to be. I don't care if they go back to front or front to back.
Hold on. Let me explain this. Taint. It's that soft area between the ball sack and the anus. And if you get kicked in there, it hurts so fucking bad.
It's also called a chode.
No. Chode is a dick when it's wider than it is long.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what a chode is.
Shit, it's like a stack of pancakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Silver dollars.
Is that really a thing?
That's what a chode is.
Have you seen one?
No, I don't go around looking for chodes.
I think it's something we should start doing. I just go to random gyms and just like, Kai, what's your circumference?
It's also known as like the gooch.
Okay, gooch is a term. Yeah. So I don't understand. Like, vaginas are beautiful, right? Like penises are ugly. Like, no girl wants a dick pic. No girl's ever like, wow, thank you so much. We were talking about a dick pic mishap yesterday. Remember that story in the kitchen?
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
Can't talk about that. But we were talking about a misplaced dick pic, right? And like, girls, they look at it, they're like, what is this alien looking weird, like, fucking Little Shop of Horrors creature?
Guys out there, let me tell you right now. If a girl wants to see your dick, she'll come see it in person. Do not say, they're not like, they're not.
Katie is listening.
I got Katie laughing.
We have a live studio audience.
I got Katie to roll around laughing. I win.
No, I mean, penises are just, he's right though. He's right.
Like women are not horny motherfuckers like guys where they just want to see a dick. Like if a girl sends us a set of tits, we're like, yay. But like they don't, if they want to see it, they'll come see it in person. I promise you.
You promise?
I promise.
I don't know. Like, I think God, even though he misplaced it, I think he did a great job. Like even ugly vaginas, they have like qualities, you know, it's what's inside that counts. So, I mean, the vagina is a very versatile object. It can be used for sex. It can also give birth to something like 10 pounds. It's a crazy versatile
And in a pinch,
object.
you can hide your cocaine in there.
You guys on the live can't hear the drum roll button going on in the podcast. You know, it's again, like, I just want to say that even though they're weird, and I think God kind of like, it was like the seventh day, and he's like, it was like Saturday night, like 10. He's like, fuck, I'm tired, man. I got tomorrow off. They just put these two things like right near each other, right? But I think the vagina is the greatest creation on our earth. I really do. It's a beautiful, beautiful creation. And the penis is just like kind of sloppy. Oh, man. Black Friday is going to be great. We have shirts. I can't even tell you what we're going to have. And I'm not even going to tell you about December 1st.
Oh, we can't.
We legally can't. We legally can't, but I think this is a good time. What are we? We're like 41 minutes in. I think we should take like 10, 15, 20 minutes of comments and questions. Do you want to control it with the mouse or should I control it?
You can control it. It's up to,
All right, I got you.
Yeah. We got a lot of political stuff up higher.
Yeah, we might skip some of those and we apologize. We're not going to read every single one.
No.
Okay, Lobliner 2028. Wow, I'm going to be 48 years old. I think that's a good age. I can't
Still be one of the youngest presidents ever.
Dude, they're like 70 fucking 8 years old. Sorry, let's see. Do you think Trump still has a chance of winning? He has a chance. And there's also a chance of a helicopter dropping Carrie Underwood naked, her fitting through my chimney, going through it, not getting lit on fire with the electric fireplace, and singing Hava Nagila while dancing in my living room. I thought this through. That's about the chances of Trump winning. We need more gym stringers in stock. We had this conversation, Matt.
Yeah.
Were you there? Nobody buys them.
The stringers. We end up giving them away.
Yeah, and they don't wear them when we give them away. See, how do I say this in a nice way? So gym stringers are meant for a very small group of population, at least people who should wear them, who look a certain way.
I got an idea. I'm fairly decent at cutting t-shirts.
Yeah.
Does anyone just want like a shitty video tutorial on how to cut a t-shirt into a stringer?
Why even ask them? Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. But honestly, stringers, they just don't move because I don't even wear them. I'm too self-conscious to wear them. I train in t-shirts. You know, I don't even like wearing tank tops. It is what it is. I mean, because like when I train, I kind of like the sleeves, you know, and I don't know. They don't sell.
I don't like the tank top. I don't like the stringer, but I do like a tee with the sleeves cut off.
I always have nipple issues with it. My nipple always slips out.
With a cutoff?
Well, no, with the stringers, man. I thought we were on stringers. LMFAO, you're done. You know, let me grab this mouse. I think this will make it easier. I'm coming over here. LMFAO, you're done voting. Okay, I shouldn't have read that. That was a bad read. Let me just show all these comments.
Clickbait, bro.
Yeah, it was. We need more. Okay, I already. Fuck Joe Biden. Trump already won. Nah, actually, nobody won yet. The question is whether they will cheat to put Biden and not get stomped in a civil war. I don't think anybody's fighting.
I don't think there's going to be a civil war.
I don't think anybody's fighting. I don't think anybody's going to do shit, man.
Sorry to let your hopes down,
dude,
bro.
All these guys is like, they locked you in your house for fucking 3 months. And nobody, if that didn't cause conservatives to start a civil war, nothing will. Y'all are weak. Y'all ain't starting shit. I'm not. I'm like, all right, well, let's go to plan B. Guess we're not going to fucking school today. I'm not going to fucking start a civil war. I'm a pussy. I'm a fucking bitch. I'm not that guy. Like, it's not me. Like, we know a couple guys who are that guy, but there's not enough of them. We know that guy. We know that guy.
We know that guy.
We know that guy. Trump is done. Give it up. Okay, thank you for that. Grim Saga, you're just being a little bit annoying.
There's a reason I called him out. I was reading all of these while we were going. You thought I was just going off on some dude for no reason.
I thought you just had a bad day.
No, I've been here for my entire day. It's been a great day.
It's been a terrible day. It's been a good day, man. We're going to Buca di Beppo on Thursday. It's going to be great.
That's going to get me through the entire week.
I voted for Trump. Damn, I'm sad. I voted for Trump too. I don't care. I mean, I thought he would be a better candidate, but that's why we have an elected, a constitutional republic, you know?
Pretty sad with whoever won.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, except for Kanye. Someone on Twitter today is like, you're just mad because your guy didn't win. I'm like, you shut your dirty whore mouth up about fucking Kanye West.
Kanye always wins.
Okay, Kanye won. That's what, why isn't anybody fighting for Kanye? You racist fucks.
It's all a conspiracy.
Kanye West.
It's all a conspiracy.
Kanye. Yay. Yay 2020. Yay's coming back. Ye needs to start like a congressional seat. I think he could win Congress.
I don't know about that. He was talking about that on Rogan, wasn't he? Like, where they're like, yeah, you should be governor of California first. Anyone's better than who we got now.
Can't do worse. No, Rogan said that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
On your previous live, you said it was fine to drop my cardio by 50% and keep calories the same on a reverse diet. When stopping your current cardio causes you to put on fat. If you're going to reverse diet, you have to either increase calories or decrease cardio to decrease your caloric deficit. So you have to do something or else you'll do nothing.
To put on fat. Listen, on a reverse diet, you are going to put on fat. You're never going to put on pure muscle. You're going to, like, with a good plan, you'll put on a better muscle to fat ratio, but there will always be some fat involved. And that's why you don't see everyone except for Marc walking around at like 5% body fat year round.
No more than 5.5. Here's the thing, though. Have you ever considered trenbolone year round? Just kidding. No, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Like, the goal is gain 1 to 2 pounds a month when reverse dieting. Yeah. And that way your fat gain will be mitigated quite considerably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vote of one person has a negligible effect on the outcome. You're absolutely right. But if you take that one person, multiply them by 1 million, there's a lot. Mark Biden won, accepted to move on. Okay, but he didn't. He didn't win. Like, he's
But
been,
also, when...
We got to wait for the court cases. I don't know if he won. If he won, good. Why? And also, like, if I just move on... Like, this is like the current event. Like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Bicep curls and fucking titty twisters? Like, the fuck? Like, we talked about vaginas and dicks. Like, at least let us do something of substance here, man.
We would have to go into my personal life and it would get weird.
What was that? What was that? Little Dicky, a midget in a circus or some shit?
Like a midget in a circus. Everyone's got purpose.
I don't know. If Trump loses, I'm not ever voting again. Okay, that's your prerogative. I honestly don't know if I'm voting if he wins. When did this turn to a Trump channel? When did we? Whoa. Okay, it's because I said
How dare you, sir?
How dare you? That's my little fucking, what's that bitch from fucking Sweden? Gretchen or Gritmer? Or, no, that's Michigan.
I don't know.
What's that? Well, the fucking... Greta Vance. No, that's the fucking Fox News chick, right?
Well, her name is Greta.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Thunberg. I don't know. Yeah, fuck him. Love your products, but I love you too. You guys just got a loyal follower. Well, we lost a few. Trump lost. He is projected to lose. Yes, we need to let the Constitution work. There are legal things that are being done right now, and I don't think Trump's going to win them. I don't know, though. I'm not, like, again, I make protein bars, guys. This is just one American yelling at a fucking microphone. 2 Americans. Well, I'm with him, but I'm yelling. He's calm. Except when he was talking to the Grim Saga guy. I'm going to start just ignoring his ass. Trump was cheated by 6 million votes. See, here's the problem.
Is it like around 6 million or is it like 6 million and 2?
Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. Like, that's the problem, is that people are questioning the integrity of the election. Why not just let them audit the vote so you could say, hey, he really fucking lost, and no one can say shit.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate, like, prove it. Prove you won. I think that's all the Trump people are asking for. They're just asking for proof.
A little bit of proof.
I'm good with that. I don't think that's wrong. Biden won the Electoral College by the same margin Trump won in 2016. McCain won by a landslide. Unless, again, there's a legal process, guys. We can't, like, again, if Hillary would have challenged it, I would have been like, cool. It's her fucking right.
So here's the thing. The delegates don't put in their votes until what, December 13th?
Yeah, it's December 13th.
December 13th. So really, they're projected to get those electoral votes, but the votes don't go in until December 13th.
We're an electoral college, guys.
Your vote. Okay, if the delegates wanted to be complete assholes,
they would.
They can just come out and say, "Hey guys, your votes don't mean dick. This is what we're gonna do."
Yeah,
they could do that realistically. They won't. They never will. But they could.
Would they? I've seen so much shit in 2020. They shut down fucking gyms, bro.
2020 has been a hell of a decade.
Fuck, it's a decade. I don't know if you were trying to do that, but it was fun.
It was.
Recommendation for home gym equipment. All right, Super Fitness. Look up Super Fitness gym equipment. It'll come up. The guy's name is Stephen Harveus. They're based in Burlington, North Carolina. And fitnessfactory.com. Coupon code Marc Lobliner. I do not get commission on that, but it will save you money. So I'm not getting paid on that. I just worked out a deal because I really like those guys. I've known them for 21 years now. COVID was an excuse to do mail ballots and cheat. They were dancing in Chinatown before they thought of that plan. Maybe. I don't like, again, where everybody says like, this is what happened. You don't know and I don't fucking know.
All I know is Jesse Ventura is having a field day somewhere in, where was he?
He's in Minnesota.
Minnesota. There we go. Yeah.
Who did I vote for? I voted for Trump. Twitter is fucking terrible. Instant blood pressure increase. Fucking horrible.
Honestly, just follow the Iron Sheik. He's fucking hysterical.
He makes Twitter worthwhile. Fuck yourself. Everything is
everything is go fuck yourself.
My favorite is da 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 da. Fuck yourself. What do you think about Kamala Harris? I don't like her policies as much as I like other people's policies. I would have much rather had as a Democratic candidate, and I would have voted for her, is Tulsi.
Listen, my thoughts on Kamala Harris, out of the 2 presidential candidates and the 2 vice presidential candidates, she's the one I'm most likely to want to fuck.
I don't know, man.
Just by default.
Pence is pretty hot. Is that how you like that?
I don't know.
I mean, she puts out. That's how she kind of got. That's allegedly, according to the Republican rumors, how she got to that position. Mark, there's no evidence. Just accept it. That's my favorite. I'm not the guy who's accepting.
Wait, is that the same dude again?
I don't know, dude. I'm not the guy. Like, so if I said, "Cool, Trump lost," does that change anything? I'm a fucking guy in Tennessee. Tennessee went like 80% Trump. Like, okay, do I speak for everybody for Trump, like voters? Okay, guys, we give up because a fucking bodybuilder nobody with who makes protein bars says that it fucking matters.
They're damn good protein bars.
They are fucking amazing. I agree. Hey, Mark, saw you in the kill stream, also in Nashville area. Is there any local bodybuilding coaches you know of? I do online coaching at marklobliner.com, but I will not meet you in person because I just don't have time.
Honestly, a lot of bodybuilding coaches, they do it online now.
Yeah,
like
it's all online.
Unless you're looking for like a dedicated personal trainer to be with you 5 days a week and you blowing a wad load of cash, like it's mostly online.
The left just voted to kill babies that survive abortion. That sucks. I'm pro-life. I mean, for the record. But again, like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm one guy. I'm pro-life. A lot of people disagree with me. And just because I believe it's murder doesn't make it definitively murder. Just like I believe that we should investigate. I would have been all for them investigating the 2016 election. And they did for 3 years with $50 million about Russia. So we already did it with Trump. We've been doing it for the last 3 years. I'd do it again. I don't see anything wrong with proving that there was no election interference to restore my faith in the process. I just want to make sure that people like me know that their votes matter. I don't think anything's wrong with that. How does that make me a bad person who's tired of voting and not knowing if my vote matters? People can't have nice things. Trump was the best president of our lifetime, and people took a shit on it.
I've covered that one.
Well, I mean, come on, our lifetime. You had Clinton, you had Bush. I mean, it's really been a shitty lifetime, man. Like, we haven't had like a good JFK, or we haven't had much of that shit. Lincoln died a while ago.
All the good presidents get shot in the head, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a good president, somebody's going to kill you. You're right. Obamacare was horrible. I'll agree with that. From my standpoint, some people like it. Like, we're all speaking from our personal, you got to have empathy and you got to have perspective.
In a realistic, like idealistic world, the view of like universal health care is great, where doctors still get paid and no one has to wait online or months for health coverage. Like, that's great. That would be perfect. That's not the case, though, guys.
No. Trump got us out of TPP, Paris Climate Accords, ended critical race theory. Those are cool. I'm good with that.
When I said he didn't do dick, I like long term, there's a lot of things that he did that are probably going to be overturned.
Yeah, executive orders. I mean, he did it to Obama. He fucking trashed all of those. What cardio jumps do you do on a reverse diet, like 5-day, 20? It depends how much you're doing and how your results are. There's no black and white to cardio. That's why people hire coaches, because there's no cookie cutter routine that'll work. No president is going to save your personal issues. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for having fucking common sense and not being a tribalistic moron. Pennsylvania still certifies the results even though they illegally kicked out observers and lied about. Yeah, Pennsylvania is shady as fuck. The whole observers looking in with binoculars. Yeah, that shit. Come on, man, that was shady. Yeah. The whole system is corrupt. A change and reset needs to happen. That's a hell of an uphill battle. All politicians are liars. America needs to calm down and just eat an outright bar. I'm good with that.
That's 600 million outright bars sold right there.
I think that's a great idea. See what we got. That guy needs to go.
Which one? The one? Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
God, I don't like that guy. No. I'm just looking for anything. Politics is business. They don't actually care about the people.
True.
I'm looking for questions.
Nope. The same one.
Should I get rid of this guy? I think he's got to go.
Yeah, we can do
that. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's not adding anything to there. I don't know how anyone into bodybuilding can be a far lefty. No amount of wokeism, tax, and regulations makes your biceps bigger. You know what, man? These are just comments, not really questions. That's our limit anyway. We're over the time. Anyway, guys, Black Friday hits on Tiger Fitness. We'll see you there on Friday. These shirts will be available.
Oh, wait. We should show that camera because it's going to be...
The Macho Man. So we will see you guys next time on the GainzCast. We'll try and get one up tomorrow. Guys, be good. Take care of yourself.
Talking about tomorrow, we got a guest on tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Tomorrow we will have Jerry Ward.
We got Jerry Ward.
Jerry Ward will be on the podcast tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
So, guys, tune in for that. It's going to be epic.
Whatever.
You are one ugly dude, Marc. Obviously. And followed by, this is just getting better and better, followed by Trump is God, he will prevail.
Kevin, stop worshiping fat men with comb overs, please. Just please.
Unless it's me in 10 years. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow with Jerry Ward. That's not a game.